Hello everyone, we are Consulting Team 20. Today we are excited to present our strategy for how Greenful Energy can successfully expand into Indonesia's rapidly growing renewable energy market. So here is the agenda for this presentation. Greenful Energy was founded in Perth, Australia in 2011. It is a leading company in renewable energy sector specializing in solar and hybrid microgrid systems. It has a strong reputation for bringing reliable and decentralized power to both rural community and industrial sites. Today, the company generates annual revenue of over 1.2 billion US dollars, which clearly shows that the result of its strong performance and technological capability. With that background in mind, now let's see why Indonesia is the right next step for Greenvolt international growth. Indonesia represents a significant growth opportunity for Greenvolt. The country aims to generate 23% of its energy from renewables by 2025, as outlined in the National Energy Policy or KN. Because thousands of Indonesia's islands still lack stable power or reliable electricity, this market perfectly fits with Greenvolt off-grid and hybrid microgrid expertise. Issues represent both strong opportunities and important challenges for Greenvolt expansion. On the opportunity side, the government is committed to diversifying its energy mix under the National Energy Policy, and the Asian Development Bank highlights an urgent need for rural electrifications. The KN framework also encourages private investment in renewable infrastructure. These factors create a clear opening for Greenvolt technology and investment. However, the market is dominated by PLN, which control power generation, distribution, and project approvals. Again, Greenvolt will also need to comply with foreign ownership limits, environmental standards, and export control regulations to ensure a responsible and sustainable entry into the Indonesian market. Indonesia and Australia maintain a strong trade relationship through the Indonesia-Australia Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. This agreement lowers tariff and promotes technology transfer, benefiting the renewable energy exporters. Greenvolt will also need to comply with Australia's Export Control Act 2020 when exporting solar and hybrid technologies. Now, let's see the market entry mode. The first one is the joint venture, JV, which is one of the most suitable entry mode. A JV with a local renewable or engineering company will have Greenvolt meets Indonesia ownership restrictions, participate in PLN procurement system, and ensure compliance with local regulations. Another viable option is a public-private partnership with PLN or Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources. This model offers opportunity for long-term contracts, stable financing, and close alignment with national electrification programs.
Let's discuss trade mechanism that support Greenvolt's entry. Greenvolt can benefit from the Indonesia-Australia Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or ICEPA, which provides reduced tariff on importing renewable energy components like solar panels and hybrid batteries. This reduces costs and makes the project more financially attractive. Trade agreements like ICEPA also make it easier to transfer technology and components legally, while compliance with WTO rules ensures fair trade practices and avoids international disputes. Understanding tariff trade agreement and international rules is essential for Greenvolt to reduce costs, minimize legal risks, and ensure smooth import of critical equipment. Legal and compliance, Greenvolt must manage license, regulatory standard, IP, data protection, labor laws, and contracts. First, Greenvolt needs an IUPTL license to legally generate and sell electricity. All projects must comply with environmental regulation and the law number 32 of 2009 and obtain MDL approval before construction. Foreign ownership limits must also be followed, 39% for small projects, up to 95% for projects above 10 MW. Second, Incoterms, define shipping responsibility, insurance, and delivery of imported solar panels and hybrid batteries. Clear terms prevent disputes with suppliers and ensure smooth supply chain operation. Third, IP and data protection are critical. Greenvolt must secure patents, NDAs, and limit software disclosure to protect proprietary technology. Data privacy policies are needed when handling energy usage data from local communities. Compliance with Australia's export control laws ensures sensitive design are not compromised. Fourth, labor compliance includes wages, safety, and social security obligations. Training and engaging local workers also support social responsibility and ESG goals. Finally, anti-corruption and governance measures are essential to avoid legal issues and maintain reputation. Transparent procurement, due diligence, and entry-barrier training reduce risk. In short, these measures protect Greenvolt legally, secure technology, maintain workforce trust, and support ethical operation in Indonesia. For legal and compliance, Greenvolt must manage license, regulatory standard, IP, data protection, labor laws, and contracts. First, Greenvolt needs an IUPTL license to legally generate and sell electricity. All projects must comply with environmental regulation and the law number 32 of 2009 and of the Finally, let's discuss risk identification and mitigation for Greenvolt's operation in Indonesia. Political risks include sudden changes in law, licensing requirements, or PLN procurement policies that could affect project approvals. Partnering locally or using a PPP helps manage these risks and ensure smoother interaction with authorities. Currency risks are significant because fluctuation in the in the Australia dollars and Indonesia rupiahs exchange rate can reduce profits. Greenvolt can mitigate this risk using forward contracts, hedging strategies, and careful financial planning. Cultural risks involve potential resistance from local communities, which could delay project execution. Early community engagement, workforce training, and corporate social responsibility initiative help build trust and social acceptance. By addressing the risks proactively, Greenvolt ensures smooth project execution, lower costs, and long-term sustainability while supporting Indonesia's renewable energy targets.
I'm Nathan Godson, and I'll be covering financial and transactional aspects of Greenvolt's market entry and compliance strategy. Trade settlement approach. For cross-border payments, Greenvolt will adopt a documentary letter of credit and LC as a primary settlement method in the early phases. This ensures payment security for both parties and also aligns with Indonesian banking regulations and the Bank Indonesia's foreign exchange transactions rules. As relationships mature, we can transition to open account terms with credit insurance supported by Export Finance Australia or private trade credit insurers to maintain liquidity while protecting against non-payment. All payments will be denominated in US dollars to mitigate currency volatility. However, due to Indonesian rupiah's managed float system, we'll use foreign exchange contracts and natural hedging through local sourcing to manage foreign exchange risk. Key banking intermediaries such as ANZ, Westpac, and Bank Mandiri, all with cross-border renewable payment experience, will help with settlement, escrow, and compliance with anti-money laundering and KYC regulations. Logistics and supply chain considerations. From a logistics standpoint, Greenvolt solar and battery components will initially ship from Australia to Indonesia's main renewable energy hubs, which are Java and Sulawesi, through Surabaya Port and Makassar Port, both recently upgraded for industrial imports. To comply with Indonesia's local content requirements and the Ministry of Industry Regulations number 5/2022, we will progressively integrate local assembly and component sourcing within 2 years. This not only reduces import duties but also stabilizes cost against currency fluctuations and supply chain disruptions. Partnership with Indonesian logistic providers such as Samudera Indonesia and Pelindo will ensure last mile delivery, customs clearance, and adherence to ASEAN trading goods agreement standards. In essence, our financial and logistics strategy is designed to deliver transaction transparency, regulatory compliance, and operational resilience, laying a stable foundation for Greenvolt's sustainable growth in Indonesia.
Greenvolt Energy support SDG 7, 9, and 13. For SDG 7, providing affordable, clean, and decentralized power. For SDG 9, supporting industry, innovation, and modern infrastructure. SDG 13, actively helping Indonesia climate goal by reducing emissions. According to IRENA 2024, solar hybrid systems generate clean and decentralized power, and each 1 megawatt of solar energy can reduce approximately 1,200 tons of CO2 annually. Similarly, the World Bank 2024 notes that hybrid energy systems can decrease electricity costs up to 30% while enhancing grid stability, ensuring reliable power even when demand increases. Beyond environmental impact, Greenvolt Energy is committed to responsible business practice. Therefore, we aim to deliver clean and reliable electricity to rural areas, reducing fossil fuel use and lowering pollution. It also creates local jobs and provides skill training, supporting long-term economic growth. Social impact. Greenvolt improve living standard with clear power for home, school, and hospital. It support education, health, and job creation through local training. By empowering small businesses, it drives community growth and energy quality between urban and rural area. Greenvolt help Indonesia clean energy transition while creating economic, environmental, and social value according to 2030 SDG goal.
Greenvolt's main strategy is a hybrid market entry model, combining a joint venture with a local partner and a public-private partnership with PLN. This mix helps meet foreign ownership rules while ensuring long-term stability and government support. Greenvolt should also work closely with PLN and MEMR on to speed up licensing and environmental approvals under the AMDAL framework. To strengthen long-term success, Greenvolt may establish a robust compliance and anti-corruption program that includes transparency audits, due diligence, and ethical procurement. The company should also apply IFC performance standards to guide environmental and social governance practice, while investing in local workforce training to build technical capacity and community trust. Lastly, Greenvolt needs to protect its intellectual property through patent registrations and software security, and manage financial risk through currency hedging and local supply chain development. In terms of clarity and creativity, this strategy follows a clear and logical flow, analyzing Indonesia's market challenges, identifying the risk, and presenting a practical yet innovative solution. The hybrid entry strategy itself reflects creativity by merging the strengths of both JVs and PPP models. Moreover, the plan highlights ethical governance, ESG-based decision-making, and community engagement, positioning Greenvolt not only as a business investor, but also as a responsible leader in Indonesia's renewable transition.
Thank you so much for your time.